Let's ride.
Let's ride.
Let's fucking ride, buddy.
Let's ride waves.
Let's ride, buddy.
Let's
fucking ride, buddy.
Let's surf waves forever.
Gnar waves.
Gnar ass waves.
Just get out on some of that gnar pow. You ever just ride some gnar pow?
I literally do.
Absolutely.
Well, I don't snowboard, but I like surfing.
No, it's all about skiing.
I love a good scooter.
2 boards is better than 1, I always say.
I snow scooter. And
those are the dorkiest things.
That's my passion.
Oh man, pre-show.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing a pre-show.
Mm-hmm. It's a little taste of what's to come.
A little taste. Just a little nibbling. A little.
What's that?
What is that?
That's a little mustard on a charcuterie board. But you don't get any of the meats or crackers,
Put
just
a little
the mustard
on it, why don't you, big boy?
That's got a good kick to it.
Ooh, it's maybe like a spicy mustard, a little horseradish in there.
Ooh, I need some water.
Oh, you should get some.
Not until the show starts.
No water. No water until show starts.
This is pre-show.
That's the pre-show guarantee.
Mm-hmm.
You will not drink water until the show has begun.
Exactly.
Begun? Began?
We don't say gun anymore. I don't.
Oh, man. Oh, man. We got a fucking packed out show today. It's pumped and gumped.
David Arquette.
Musical guest.
David Arquette.
Hosted by Zac Efron today.
Uh-huh.
We got Zac Efron in the house, hosting the show.
Oh, yeah.
Host with the most, Zachary.
Mm-hmm. He does it all, including this show.
Oh, boy, howdy.
I'm just trying to shake off the spiders.
Shaking off the spiders?
It's been tough quitting
yeah.
throt.
Yeah, you were telling me. You haven't felt full till the last time you throtted.
Yeah, that was what was wrong last week.
It was a mistake.
Throt withdrawal. I feel like I'm back.
The throt, that's how they get you.
Mm-hmm.
Is they put a little throt in you, and then you're never the same.
You
were truly never the same.
It's like an ayahuasca ceremony.
Just drinking a full throttle. It opens your mind.
That guy saw some shit. He's been to the other side. Exactly.
Oh boy. Okay.
This is a 4-hour show today.
It is a 4-hour show. Should we do crowd warm up? Is that like a thing?
A suggestion for something you don't want to see at a birthday party.
Is that how crowd warm up works?
Well, it used to.
Okay, everybody in the chat play Zip Zap Zop. And I think that's how we're gonna start the show. I think that's how we're gonna. Hey, James.
Hey, baby.
Guess what?
No.
Did a squealy bee, but dootin' dweet deetin' bee dee.
I want to play the cups where you ring the ring
like a Tibetan singing bowl.
Yeah, that guy never gets in the band.
Hey guys, welcome to World's Hottest Goss. We got there's a show.
It's a real show,
guys. This is a show.
Yeah.
You ever just have a show?
This is a big one.
This is a fucking show.
This is like HBO times. Does it get any bigger? This is like HBO.
Does not get any bigger. Folks, please welcome our guests for the evening. Benjamin Tier and
What?
Vice President Albert Gore.
No.
Al Gore, Mr. Vice President, I believe you're muted. Mr. President, you're on mute.
Almost certainly
Mr.
muted.
Vice President. Oh, there we
How
go.
do I get the
There we
thing
go.
to work?
That's
Hello.
hello, Mr. Al Gore. Hello, Benjamin Tier. Welcome
Hey.
to the Galding Show. We're gonna have a fucking smash.
It's time for these cowboys to ride.
It's time
Is this the Zoom mic? Is that what this is?
Yeah. You ready for your 3 minutes? Here, let me highlight you so you can do your
I'll light
top
you.
3. Benjamin Tier.
I'll light you with a kazoo.
I've been up for the last 37 hours doing Zoom mics, and I'm on, I think, in 10 minutes in like 13 other cities, and I'm just trying to figure out where I am and what's going on. Basically.
You're gonna need to make sure that you double stream it, because if you leave here, you're dead to me.
And Al Gore might bump you.
Okay.
That is correct.
I don't want that to happen.
You ever get bumped by Vice President Al Gore?
You know,
ever get big dogged by the VP of these United States?
I've been bumped by Ian Carmel before, so I think that's similar.
That's close enough.
That's
Ian
That's a
Carmel,
pretty
the
big
Vice
feather in
President.
your cap.
Ben, how are you doing?
In all sincerity, I'm doing fantastic, and I'm super excited to talk to Vice President Al Gore today. How are you guys doing?
I'm fucking.
How does it look?
smashing-
Fantastic, honestly. Like rare form. Like y'all look
Good.
great. So
Real
Good.
quick, just for the sake of equality, Mr. Vice President, how are you doing?
Clancy, I am so glad you asked that question. I invented the internet, so I'm doing pretty good.
Speaking of the internet, that is a perfect segue into our special super secret theme of the night,
Which is?
the friggin' internet.
Whoa.
It's the internet, folks.
Whoa.
It's check out. We got themes.
That's-
We're doing it, guys.
Funny thing about the internet, I invented it.
yeah, I've heard that.
Psychedelic.
Okay. Look. Okay.
I've got questions.
Oh, you better.
I'm cooking.
You better.
This brain cooks. I'm not gonna ask him yet. Wait.
All right, okay. I wanted to start. Let's talk about the internet, shall we?
Oh,
Let's talk
yeah.
about it, Mr. Gore. Do you want to share any hot tidbits since you're the expert?
Nope.
All right, then in that case,
But
I
I'll
would
tell
like
you
to
what,
wait.
way back many decades ago, when Al Gore took the two opposite ends of a 9-volt battery and another 9-volt battery and put them together, and the internet was invented.
Awesome.
Well, then, I think it's your fault. The thing that I want to talk about,
Ooh.
which is,
Climate change.
It's the climate change of the internet, I think, is what I would. It's
That makes sense.
domain names. Mr. Gore, you obviously know about domain names. You invented domain
Domain
names.
names.
Ben, you know about domain names on the internet,
Of course, every single one of them.
like the domain name of this website is twitch.tv.
Mhm.
There's domain name, like you could be like
James'sCorner.com.
absolutely fistguys.gov,
Mm-hmm.
pornhub.com. Those are domain names, but there's a thing that happens. It's called domain camping or domain squatting. It's where you just buy a domain name that you think might be worth something, and then wait,
There's an iCarly episode about
and
this.
then wait, because. And I just want to. What I want to talk about is the domain Dick.com. Somebody owns Dick.com.
That's a rich person.
But they got nothing on it, baby.
Whoa.
They got nothing on it. You type in Dick.com in your browser, it comes up with, oh, this domain name doesn't have anything on it. And then you go and try and buy it, and they're like, haha, nope, somebody owns it.
You could put anything on that site.
They could.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
Well, I mean, endless. It could beat Google.
Someone has owned Dick.com since 1998.
Yeah.
And nothing.
I was vice president back in 1998.
Are you having any domain name struggles, Ben?
I mean, I've been checking every day to see if something will show up on dick.com, and I am just routinely disappointed. I have no expectations to buy that domain, but yeah, every day I start my day with some eggs and tea and clicking on dick.com to see what's going on there.
I just checked in case you hadn't checked in the past hour or so, and there's still nothing there. You have to figure Dick's Sporting Goods or people who enjoy dicks would want something on that website and would pay a hefty amount for it.
That's what I'm saying.
Very valuable.
It should somebody honestly, somebody's just gotta make the right offer.
I feel like Al Gore would know the secret menu to the internet.
Up,
and might
up,
know
down,
how
left,
to
right,
explore
BA,
.com.
start.
Can you hack in with the dark web for me, Mr. Vice President?
Yeah, we need to get this person who is sitting on dick.com off of it at this point. 1998. Too
since
long.
1998.
They've been sitting on dick.com.
Have you run a
since
who
1998.
is? You can find out anybody on that dang web if you just type in who is. Let's see who it says owns the website. You may think that it's me because I invented the internet, but let me assure you, I don't own the websites.
Mr. Vice President, what search engine are you using?
I'm using Yahoo since 1992.
Yahoo.
It's the only good. It's the only good one.
Mhm.
Yahoo.
That should be their catchphrase.
That's a.
Again.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's pivot, shall we?
Just to let you know, no information public about who owns dick.com.
So we have no idea who is sitting on dick.com for all this time.
The mystery dick sitter.
We need to find the mystery dick sitter, and that's what I want to put to you all in the chat today. That's your job. Is I guess it's my sister. My sister is the mystery dick sitter. All right, well, problem solved.
Good to know there's wealth in your family.
Case closed.
Happy International Women's Day, everyone.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Love you, Tipper.
Girl boss.
So, guys, so girl boss.
Mm-hmm.
Very girl boss.
International Girl Boss Day.
Happy International Girl Boss Day. Let's talk about Twitter. James and I are kind of experts in the field of Twitter.
Yeah, we've seen some fixer-uppers and brought them to glory.
Let me explain what we mean by that, by experts. Several weeks ago, about a month and a half ago.
Yeah, probably 4 or 5 weeks ago.
A solid 6, 7, 9.
Put a 6 on that.
13 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
We started doing a thing where we would just tweet nonsense, absolute bullshit nonsense. And then some of those would bomb.
Hey.
Some of those nobody cares about. So what we would do is on the show, we would live workshop some of those bombs and fix them. And then in the last couple of weeks, No bombs, baby.
No.
So basically what we learned is Malcolm Gladwell is an idiot, and we mastered Twitter in 6 weeks.
Yep.
And so that's why we like to talk about Twitter here on the show.
Rob Delaney can suck it.
Rob Delaney, more like Rob Delay knee.
Yep. Yep.
Take it to the workshop, Clancy.
Take it to the workshop. But I wanted to talk about something specific on Twitter that I've noticed that Benjamin does, and that is tweets about gravy.
Yeah. There's no depth to it. I just really love making gravy, eating gravy, talking about gravy. It's one of my favorite things in the world, and I never would have expected so much support from social media in my slow and inevitable gravy death.
Your Twitter is very successful, Ben.
It's very what now?
Your Twitter is very successful.
At gravy, mostly.
You've built an empire.
Gravy
empire.
Just and all
gravy empire.
All kinds of gravy: bacon gravy, chicken gravy, pepper gravy, mushroom gravy, pork brown gravy, cheese gravy.
Yeah, I saw the other day you posted you made some cheese sauce, and you're like, it's still gravy.
It is, and I will stand by that if anyone wants to fight me about it. Honestly, I will fight. I will fight over gravy.
When you really think about it, it's a sauce.
Mm-hmm.
What isn't gravy, I guess, is the more apt question.
It's a real fatty soup.
How do you feel about gravy, Mr. Vice President?
I am a fan of gravy from the cradle to the gravy.
Al Gore, you monster. How could you? Oh, boy. Do you want to talk more about gravy? I want to know about gravy. I don't know about gravy. I want to know about gravy.
And when did the gravy tweets start?
They started when I started making gravy. And that was about, I want to say a month or so ago at this point. I mean, really getting snowed in solidified for me that I needed to solidify some fat and flour and make some gravy to warm my soul and fill that void where depression and poverty were creeping in. Sure. So I wanted calories, and I wanted something that had a thicker consistency than cum, but roughly the same amount of protein. And that's gravy. Gravy's a miracle. You know, you start by cooking a roux, so you've got some fat and some flour, and then you can add some dairy, and boom, you've got gravy. You've got that's going to happen. That's forthcoming. I am going to make gravy in my underpants, and that will be what my Twitter is completely devoted to.
Well, just in time for they just made it so you can monetize your Twitter.
Yeah,
that's perfect.
And I'm sure all of the people who follow me for protest coverage and things pertaining to militant leftism and Black Lives Matter will super duper appreciate that I'm using my platform to profit off of underpants gravy pictures. I think they'll really go for that.
I mean, how could you not?
It's a worthy cause.
Gravy pictures.
It's as wholesome as I can possibly be. I mean, look at me. Gravy is the least offensive liquid that we could possibly be talking about right now.
Yeah. You're a gravy without borders kind of guy is what I'm getting at, right? Well, I'm feeling that.
Wait, less offensive than water, you think?
I don't know. If you talk about water, you're going to have to start talking about Nestle, and that's a whole can of gummy worms, Clancy. So
I'm so glad you brought that up, Benjamin, because climate change is an urgent crisis, and now is the time to be talking about it.
Right now is indeed the time to take that seriously.
Basically, what I'm saying is Nestle can suck a dick. Don't even get me started. Don't even get Albert Beyonce Gore started on Nestle.
Why?
Yeah, no, I want to get you started. Tell me, I want to hear from you.
One time I bit into a Crunch bar, and that sucker cut my tongue and the roof of my mouth. I couldn't taste for a week. That's about all I have on the list right now.
Yeah, that would suck. That'd be horrible.
Oh man. All right, I think this is a good time to bring up the new thing that I set up today.
Whoa, okay.
We got something special.
I don't know if okay. Yeah. I'm nervous. I'm scared. I'm nervous. I don't handle change well.
A couple weeks ago. Wait, was it last week? Was it 1 week ago?
Oh,
It's been.
Was it only 1 week ago that you brought on
the Etsy
all
awards?
the best C awards?
The best of Etsy, the Betsy awards.
Well, I went on a little bit of a tear. I got into Etsy in a big way.
Did you get the Bukkake mug
this week? No, I didn't get the Bukkake mug. But
Shame.
But I did get a little something called the Fucktopus.
Oh, whoa! I never thought I'd see it. In
It's
person.
an octopus.
Damn.
It's an octopus with little middle fingers, or I guess. Wait. Oh yeah, no, it's got a little tail, boys. Yeah, it's. Welcome to the sharing zone. We got Fucktopus.
That would be a classy hood ornament.
Big fan of the Fucktopus.
I think that in the future, the Fucktopus should be what a best C is.
Yeah. Oh, that's the best. That's the trophy.
This is the trophy if you win a best C.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a deity that got canceled. Like, I want to hear more about what the Fucktopus has to say, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to listen to Joe Rogan to find out.
I like it because you could spin it around and tell the whole room to fuck off.
Yes.
Everybody gets a finger.
It does the talking for you.
Anyway, on Etsy for only it was only $10.
Yeah.
And go get one. Go get a Fucktopus.
You didn't
guys.
get the glow in the
And
dark.
at the end of the day, you take off your rings and you put them on one of the tentacles.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, that is a good way. You can store all your little jewelries.
Al Gore probably has a Fist Guys subby.
Oh yeah.
He's getting rings.
We'll talk about Fist Guys when we get to plugs later.
He's getting rings.
We'll get
He's
there.
getting watches.
Nux.
Cool.
Brass ones.
Brass knucks.
For my enemies.
Al Gore punching climate change with his brass knucks.
Right in the nose. Right in the kisser.
Right in climate change's nose.
Tell you what, Al Gore is not fucking around anymore.
Is that a pack of Newports, Al Gore?
You're goddamn right. It's a pack of Newports.
Fuck yeah, Al Gore.
Fuck yeah, Al Gore.
This is a good point from Kate to the Isle in the chat. You could let global warming keep happening so the icebergs melt to give the Fucktopus more sea to live in.
Hot take.
I mean, the Fucktopus is more important than us.
I'm going to allow it.
Yeah. I think that might be my new deity, is the Fucktopus, to be completely
Is that the new
honest.
documentary? Is my Fucktopus teacher? That's been so.
The
so
old
popular.
children's book series. My teacher is a Fucktopus.
The Fucktopus. That's the Dr. Seuss book that just got canceled.
Right. Is that all you were going to share on the sharing cam?
I mean, look, I could pull some other stuff up on the sharing cam.
I wonder if I have
Is it
anything
that one?
cool.
Oh,
I don't think I have anything cool.
It's always me.
Oh, look, I got all these holographic Conan the Barbarian cards. Look at this one.
I love his late night show.
I got this one. Oh, how about that?
we actually got those cards on our way to go do Ben's roast battle.
Yeah.
The last one, the very last one.
Yeah, the last one. We
Yeah.
we went to a place
Scrap.
called Scrap
Mhm.
to get
Stuff to make signs.
stuff to make signs, and we mostly just bought Conan the Barbarian
we
trading
got
cards.
pretty distracted by
That
the cards.
tracks. That seems very on brand.
They were only like 10 cents each. How can you resist?
Mhm.
I had a bunch of Harvey's gift certificates in my backpack. Speaking of being on brand, that I never got to distribute to the winners of the roast battles because of what happened this last year, and also now because those gift certificates are soaked in tear gas. So I don't know if that makes them more or less valuable, but
As
This
vice
is-
president, I say that does not nullify the vouchers officially,
if,
and I
if-
have the power to do that. I still get Secret Service.
I feel like Vice President Al Gore would enjoy a show at Harvey's. That's the vibe that I'm getting right now.
Yeah, Harvey's is Al Gore's spot for sure.
Love a good bowl of spaghetti.
It's very sustainable. They haven't changed anything since 1992. So
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Al Gore would absolutely love that.
Just right in my wheelhouse, hitting every nail. 1992, good year for me. Sustainable energy.
Haven't changed a thing in that club since
How
the
could
early 90s.
How could you? It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's historic.
What are you gonna do? Harvey's Comedy Club, Portland, Oregon.
Mhm.
Check it out.
Shameless
Fantastic.
plug.
Al Gore, I did notice, speaking again of Twitter, I did notice that you are brand new to Twitter. I booked you on
Don't
the
do
show.
too
and
much research into it, but yes.
You followed me on Twitter earlier. Oh,
Big fan.
we lost Ben, but we'll continue talking about your Twitter.
Another one lost to global warming.
Let's see. Susie in the chat is saying Al Gore is killing her. Nailing it.
That's quite an inconvenient truth. I don't want to be killing anybody.
Is it the Al Gore with the blue check mark?
No. I think he probably followed you too. You just gotta
No,
you got
no.
your
This is
Twitter
my
locked
cuss.
down,
This is my
James.
cuss word account. This is the account that I can say cuss words.
Anyway,
Your dams and your hells.
I thought since Al Gore, you're brand new to Twitter, we could maybe do a little bit of a Hot Goss tweet workshop.
That was cool.
We could work on some tweets with you.
Sounds like a dream come true.
Good. I love making the vice president's dreams come true.
Now you can see I've already dipped my toes in just a little bit.
Yeah. Do you want to screen share your Twitter, Al Gore? Is that a thing that you can do, or
Let's see if I remember the dang Twitter handle.
to answer some random ginger? Yes, I did change the music on the bumper because
It's presidential now.
yeah. Well, and I felt like that music was kind of like things went bad, whereas the new music is very like things are gonna be good.
Mhm.
Right, Benjamin? Things are gonna be good.
Things are going to be great. If there's anything I've learned this last year, it's that is incontrovertibly true.
Things are gonna be good. So what we're doing right now, while you were away, we were talking to Al Gore about his new Twitter account that he just new to Twitter. And we're gonna work on some tweets with Al Gore. I think he's gonna try and screen share. Is that?
I got one of my interns to share the screen for me.
Oh, there it is. There we go. Here's Al Gore's Twitter account.
Can we zoom?
Have a little gander at that.
His page is doing a good job with this.
Oh yeah.
Coming out of the gate swinging
You can call me Al Gore.
Okay.
from the hit Paul Simon.
Is Paul Simon one of your favorites, Mr. Gore?
Sure. You know what? This was actually a really good. I'm just going to go ahead and get the like
that's
train
great.
started on that one.
Self-like.
That's a winner.
Look at that, already listed under funny tweets. Must be doing something right.
Paul F. Tompkins. Al
Solid.
Gore, Paul F. Tompkins. Ooh, we got some people liking your stuff.
Have
We
you
got
seen
some
The
people
Frozen?
liking your stuff.
This will make a lot more sense if you've seen The Frozen.
Love is an open Gore. Perfect. So, do you wanna? What's one that doesn't have any likes yet? We can do. A little
You'd be
work.
hard pressed to find one, Clancy. Let me tell you. This is one of those sexy thirst traps to make awareness about global warming. You can see I did a hashtag.
Got it. Yes, that's
What's-
inviting.
What's interesting is that you almost look like you're younger today than you were in that picture.
I appreciate the hell out of that, Clancy. Thank you very much.
What's your skincare routine like, Al Gore?
Nestle bottled water. That's all I drink.
Okay. Some random ginger says, I got a tweet for Al Gore, something along the lines of, I'm definitely proof of global warming because I'm getting hotter with time.
I don't understand the concept, but I think I like it.
Let's see. Katie the Owl thinks he might be overstepping, but let it gore, can't hold me back anymore.
Now that is a clever tweet from The Frozen.
Yeah. If your new Twitter account was entirely built around Al Gore Frozen parodies.
Here's we found the one that doesn't have any likes.
Oh, there it is.
I don't understand. Seems
Yeah.
perfect.
Do you want to build a snowman? Well, you can't anymore because of climate change.
That's an inconvenient truth, if I ever heard one.
Mm-hmm.
And there's Al Gore in front of the sexy house.
Getting ready to give you the old Gore tour.
That one's almost it's a rhyme, but it's a rough one. It's a little bit of a sweaty rhyme.
Mm-hmm.
The Gore tour. All right. Let's put 5 minutes on the clock and let's write a banger tweet for Vice President Al Gore. And let me see. Set up. Here we go. 5 minutes. We got 5 minutes on the clock. Starting now.
So what are we trying to say with this tweet?
How do we start an Al Gore tweet?
Remember
know.
Joe Lieberman?
That's the second time that you've said that I've heard, Ben. And
You know,
I honestly, no, I don't.
My running mate, Joe Lieberman, got an F in gun control from the NRA, which sounds good, but getting an F in anything is unacceptable, and in my opinion, is why we lost the dang thing in the first place.
Absolutely.
There's your tweet.
All right. Casey the Owl suggests we start with, "Hey America, you up?"
That's nice.
And Maeve's in the chat, a follow-up. Maybe it's time to settle the score.
That's good.
It's time to settle the score.
I like that one.
That's a good one.
And what are we settling the score on?
Off the top of my head, I don't know, maybe the 2000 Electoral College.
Sure. Let's
Florida.
shall we? Let's settle it once and for all.
Brooks Brothers.
You was that the thing with the hanging chads?
You know, I got a hanging chad that I got for the Electoral College. Let me tell you something. But to answer
You
your
play the
question,
Electoral
yes.
College, a little chin music. Let's settle the score on the 2000 Electoral College vote. Electoral College, more like electoral.
Electoral
much
College,
to
more like
table.
electoral bollocks.
Not gonna lie.
I want to be clear. I was 5 years old at the time, Mr. Gore.
I was
And
52 years old.
I was a little baby, and I honestly I don't know what happened other than it wasn't great.
Maybe I wouldn't.
I'll say.
I wouldn't maybe dive into so much of the technicalities that occurred in government at that time, but maybe open up more about just your raw feelings and be just maybe this is a good place to be vulnerable.
Oh yeah, we got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to be real vulnerable.
Mhm.
Crying my goddamn eyes out.
Is that
Here's what we have so far.
here? Let me. Hey America, you up? I've got a score to settle with the 2000 Electoral College vote. Crying my goddamn eyes out, and then maybe do like 12 or 17 of the super crying emojis. With
Yeah,
like
definitely
water
needs
out of the eyes.
emojis.
And don't forget to hashtag Hot Goss Tweet Workshop.
Mhm.
Hashtag Monday Modi.
Of course.
Those are the real important. We're trying to get the brand out there. I think Al Gore can really push us into the stratosphere
Mhm.
as far as that goes.
You will be the #1 search result on Yahoo.
We will. And that's
That's
really all
nothing to
we
shake a stick at.
They're
They're the
really all
19th highest search engine, just after blork.com.
Still
According
not
to Alta Vista.
okay.
Exactly.
You got 30 seconds left, Al. You got anything left in the tank? You want to throw it up there before it's too late?
What do we got?
Don't let this moment pass you by, buddy.
I just gotta add the hashtags and we'll be good to go. The tweet has been sent.
Perfect.
I'm gonna go like it and share it.
Send it. All right. Perfect. You want to read? We nailed it, folks.
That was our first.
On the internet?
What's that?
You know how Twitter's on the internet?
It is on the internet.
I got a little tidbit about that for you.
Okay.
I invented it.
Hell yeah. You know what? I'm proud of you, Mr. Vice President. You're really doing it.
Guys, we are proverbially blowing up right now.
Fuck
The
yeah.
Hot Goss Tweet Workshop just works. That's why they call it a workshop.
And
true.
speaking of working, speaking of blasting into the stratosphere, I wanted to share something that happened to me this week, which is for some reason the brand ambassador influencer crowd found my Instagram and decided that I am just their style. I received 2 different emails this week. Let's see. Let me grab Aaron Johnson, but the my favorite is from Susan. Susan Reed. Susan Reed says, "Hi, Clancy. My name is Susan, and I'm the head of PR for the international brand Bliss Body. We came across your Instagram profile, Tig Naruto, and love your style. And to be clear, this was after 4 days in a row of just posting fucked up character ice cream bars. And that's the only thing that was on my Instagram."
Wait, hold on. Did you say that they emailed you?
Yes, they sent me an email.
They didn't. Okay, so you've achieved another level with these people, wherein they're not just commenting on your posts.
Oh no,
they're emailing you.
They're reaching out, and
They're sending you an electronic mail.
Well,
Yeah.
I now feel a lot less valid about my harassment at the hands of these people, so I want to hear more.
To celebrate our new Men's Odyssey collection, we want to give you a free watch so you can post a picture of you wearing it and drive more exposure to our brand. They think that I, Clancy Kramer, with I think 500 total followers, most of them don't like my stuff. I get
number,
like
though.
10, 15 likes per post. They think that I'm going to be the one to drive them through the roof.
Clancy, I think you should do it.
You'll also get a commission from sponsored posts. You'll get a discount code, so you earn 25% commission per sale.
That's great.
This looks like a great deal. And
I honestly don't know why you're not doing it right now.
I didn't answer at first, but then so I received this email 6 days ago, and then 2 days later, she sent me a follow-up that just says, "Hey, did you have a chance to look through my email?" And so then I did get a chance to look through it, and I sent back, "Well, Susan, who am I to turn down free stuff? Give me a little more information."
Very classy response.
Use the show camera.
Oh yeah,
to show us this
I can absolutely use the sharing zone. I'm gonna get one of these Men's Odyssey collection watches. And just so everyone's aware, my unique ambassador code to put on my post is Tig Naruto 15. So if everybody wants to head over to Bliss Body and get your Men's Odyssey watch for a 15% off.
I mean, I just know that when I think of you, I think of men's watches, and it just goes together like
I'm a
cookies.
Men's watch wearer.
Right.
Everything about the email screams, "I have not looked at your Instagram profile."
That's why it's in an email.
Have they watched your Twitch stream, Clancy?
But then
have they seen the sign behind you?
Yeah, exactly. Live, laugh, come, folks. Speaking of live, laugh, come, buy our merch. Live, laugh, come t-shirt available in our merch store. Go get it or whatever.
I like how you had to look at the sign to like make sure that it still said live, laugh, come. Like hopefully no one changed that.
The other day I moved it for something. I was like I had to have a more neutral background for something, so I moved it. And one of the letters did fly out, and I had to go find it. So I have to double check now.
Also,
anyway.
can I ask why every time we say "come," people in the chat get really excited?
Oh, because I have the MooBot. It reacts to exclamation point come, and it says you did a come.
Okay, all right, excellent. That I understand all of that completely. It's good.
Anyway, this morning, Aaron Johnson sent me an email that says, "Hey, Tig Naruto, I'm an ambassador coach for FNX Fit and reviewed your profile on Instagram, and I think you'd make an excellent fit as an ambassador for a collaboration program. I don't know how I got on this list, but it's my favorite thing."
Sounds like somebody's seen Wide Tig.
No, it wasn't through my because a couple of years ago I did start a second Instagram account that was just for fitness. It's called Hunk Team 6.
Oh right.
And I did a fun bit where I would post pictures of me in the gym, and then the caption would be like, "I'm so sad, I want to die," or like I wish I could just jump off a bridge, and it would just be like me like lifting weights and that was fun. And I would do all like the FitFam hashtags, and I did get emails constantly for brand ambassadorship with that. But this is on my regular account that I don't even I barely use hashtags. I don't know how they found me, but I'm glad they did, is all I can say about it.
Did you know that you could rearrange the letters on that sign right there and spell huge cum villa? Would that make your house the cum villa?
Give me a second. Hey, you
Who's
guys-
to say?
That was a great observation.
Thank
I
you so
did
much.
invent the internet. That's
Just-
something about you that nobody can deny.
Al Gore, responsible for so much cum.
You ever seen porn? You're welcome. Watch them Flash cartoons.
Whoa, Homestar Runner?
You know it.
Have you? Oh, there he goes. Okay, never mind. I was going to ask him if there's any conflict at home between him inventing the internet. Oh, there
I
you
thought
are.
I had a Homestar Runner shirt, but it turns out it's not in my study where I study climate change.
So yeah. So Vice President Gore, you're responsible for so much flash humor, and I wanted to ask if there's any tension between you and Tipper regarding you basically being responsible for all of the porn that I watch, and her having, we'll just say, some beef with explicit music.
Benjamin, I'm going to tell you something I've never told anybody.
Okay, good.
Tipper loves it. She loves that knowledge.
Okay, there you go.
It's been keeping our marriage interesting for the past 50 years.
So she loves the pornography specifically. Is that what you're saying?
No. She just loves that I'm responsible for it all.
That you're responsible for it. Okay.
Just knowledge of such a thing.
Okay. All right. So do you personally find yourself listening to, like, say,
Pornography, yes.
okay, there we go. That's
Strictly listening.
just a parental advisory
no
sticker.
visuals.
You ever
Doesn't
just
matter.
listen to pornography for a while?
You ever just kick back, throw on the old headphones, throw on a vinyl of pornography?
There you go.
Now get ready for listening to porn with the video off.
Just-
That is a quiet riot, honestly.
Before the internet, that's how we had to do everything. But then 9-volt batteries, stick the opposite ends together, internet.
Were you for or against LimeWire?
Funny story. I invented LimeWire. Well, I invented the internet ipso facto.
Yeah.
LimeWire.
Yeah, absolutely. So are you saying that you are in favor of everything on the internet because you created it?
Exactly. Everything for and then everything against the thing that I'm for. I'm also for that too.
Are you trying to get Clancy to wear watches?
Did you?
Are you accusing me of sending those emails? Because what?
I'm just saying, ipso facto, are you ultimately responsible for Clancy probably making a horrible scammy
Being
mistake?
a fucking hardcore influencer?
Outside of the context, I think Clancy would look fantastic in a watch. So it would be criminal for him not to accept.
Okay. The Vice President of the United States. So, yeah. Can't really argue with that.
I don't like naked wrists. As I said in my first presidential debate, no naked wrists if I'm president. The only reason Clancy's not wearing a watch is because I didn't win in 2000 because of Florida and the Electoral College.
Florida sucks, folks.
Okay.
Let's do some plugs. We've been, it's been almost an hour. We got to make sure the main show is almost over. We got to make sure we get some plugs out for our good friends. Benjamin Tier, would you like to plug anything?
I would like to plug my Twitter account where you can learn all about all different kinds of gravy. There will be some underwear pics dropping in the near future, and that's at Bitter Tier. It's TIER, like S tier, like my gravy tweets. So at Bitter Tier, you can learn all about that. And occasionally I go to protests and I live tweet them, so you can find out what's going on there.
Hell yeah. Keep updated
Super informative.
on gravy. And
Mostly
Mr.
gravy.
Al Gore, is there anything that you would like to share with us? I mean, we've already got your Twitter account.
I would like to plug the internet. I invented it. I would also like to plug whitehouse.gov/VP. You can read all about me there.
Sure.
Read an interesting article on cracked.com, which I also ipso facto invented because of the whole internet thing.
Gotcha.
An article about famous douchebags from the early 2000s written by some cat named Erik Germ. A good read. Everybody should check it out.
Sounds like a cool cat if I ever heard one.
Mhm.
Fuck yeah.
Honestly, pretty cool cat. Pretty cool cat.
Absolutely cool.
And then check out the internet if you haven't already, because it's a whopper of a doozy.
All right. I think that pretty much wraps up that pretty much wraps up the show.
Yeah. Let's start the show.
Guys, let's start the show. Hey everybody, welcome to Talkin' Goss, the official World's Hottest Goss after show. Sponsored by Fist Guys. Do you have some copy you want to read, James?
Oh, doing the copy there now?
Yeah, I figure the after show is sponsored by Fist Guys. We should get it out of the way right up top.
Well, Fist Guys was the original sponsor of James's Corner, but I guess they've also expanded to Talkin' Goss. So that's big.
Hey,
I
you
can
gotta
confirm.
all expansion.
Keeping the lights on. Fist Guys. Gotta give it up to the sponsors. Fist Guys. If you don't know about Fist Guys is a box service. Also in the watch game. A little conflict of interest there. But yeah, custom rings, watches, bracelets, gloves, creams, whatnot. Copy this week they sent was a little bit clunky.
Clunky copy.
Like kind of clunky. It was like, Yarg, Fist Guy's Pirate Adventure, rupees, emeralds, and more. Impress all the wenches. Find Fist Guy's booty and claim it for ye own. Plunder the depths of Fist Guys and customize your own power package. Get in the guys, fistguys.gov. And that's all they sent me, so I just gotta have to get that out of the way.
Hell of a read.
Gotta get the way.
You gotta do it. That's how you do it.
You ever just get it out of the way?
All the time.
Non-stop, baby. All I ever do is gotta to give it that to out of the way.
Most of the time, exactly.
Every most of the
I
time.
never have to say it right. You can say it however you want to say it.
Every single most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get that to get out of the way.
Precisely.
That's my favorite Hanson song.
Oh man, I love those boys. I love those Hanson boys.
I love those
Shiny
boys.
hair.
They're doing boy things.
You ever see how shiny their hair is?
That's good gene.
3 young boys with shiny hair.
That's
How
good
can you resist?
That's good sheen.
Gotta listen.
That's good sheen.
Get in there.
It's good sheen.
Tickle them under their chins. Listen to the mbop.
Wind. Imagine wind around those.
Oh
boys.
man, put some big old fans in front of them.
Fuck.
Watch that shiny hair blow in the wind.
Fuck.
I mean, where is the love?
Truly, where is
Yeah.
the love?
Yeah.
Mr. Vice President, how do you feel about the Hanson boys?
Listen, I've got a patent right here that says the internet was invented by Al Gore. So I got a thing or two to say about them Hanson boys.
Here's what I
One
want to
time they did a commercial for Eggo waffles.
say. Oh,
Hmm.
So
I
I,
just wanna
think
say-
they know what they're
Fuck.
talking about.
I want to say Hanson, more like handsome.
Yeah.
That's got legs.
It's got legs. Folks, it's got legs.
They also each have about 14 children each now.
Oh man,
And that's a
14?
fact.
They're Mormon.
Somewhere
Oh.
in the neighborhood.
Imagine
Fucktopus
the
is
sheer
involved.
That
The
is
sheer
fucktopus levels of baby having.
fucktopuses are classically many babies.
A
Mhm.
lot of
Many
pussies getting fucked. That's
I just want to
what's
say
happening.
about all those Hanson kids from the Hanson boys. Think about all that shiny hair.
I mean, just look at these charts.
Oh, Mr. Gore, you've been holding out on us. You had charts, you had patents.
Almost as if I forgot. Put them too far away on the table. I mean, look at all this red. Nobody wants to see that much red in their United States, but here it is in
It's threatening.
black and
Oh,
red.
boy.
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable. I mean, just look at these
Truly.
charts.
Oh boy, howdy. Do you have a corner you want to head into, James?
Got a corner.
Let's get into James's corner. Oh, I have to do the right.
Okay. Welcome to James's Corner. If you like cool things, that's probably here. Like art, music, what else? Like things that are like culture. That's in James's Corner. Welcome to James's Corner. New segment in James's Corner is not Clancy's Hulu account because that algorithm is fucked.
Yeah, you absolutely you ruined my Hulu account.
So
I have every time I go on Hulu, I'm just like, oh boy, howdy.
So this segment is I've had to get out of that Hulu account. This segment is what I watched on my roommate's girlfriend's HBO Max account.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, she has HBO Max.
Ooh.
And I watched Detective Pikachu.
Oh.
Half Pikachu, half newspaper boy from 1925. Full action, a lot of interesting plot twists, great soundtrack, full throttle cast. Everyone should see this. I like looking at all the Pokemon.
Yeah. It was Ryan Reynolds played Pikachu, right?
Yeah.
That's a good voice.
Yep.
You know what they say? If you're gonna have an animated character, don't get a voice actor.
Nope.
That's what everybody says.
I've always said this.
I hear this every day.
Getting a voice actor,
I did like it way more than I thought I would.
just get someone with a nice face and a pretty recognizable voice.
They'll carry the movie.
Make sure
wanna
you get
put someone-
someone with a nice face that you don't show in the movie.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I did enjoy this movie.
Oh, fun.
Solid flick.
Next up is actually we've got another little surprise. We got a little corner in the corner that happens once in a while now, and this is now Lil Greg's corner
Okay.
in James's corner.
Here we go. Lil Greg.
Lil Greg, everybody.
Lil Greg.
Greg.
Hi, little Greg.
Look at little Greg.
Lil Greg.
Lil Greg, it's good
Lil
to see
Greg.
you today.
Hey, Lil Greg.
Lil
I'm
Greg.
gonna boop little Greg's nose. boot.
Greg. It's so good to see little Greg. You warm our hearts. And I'm happy you're here with us today. What do you have? What do you have with us today? Oh, it looks like you actually have a little funny joke for us first. So that's nice.
Okay.
If you
What?
can find it.
Where's the? Oh wait, which one's the? I don't know which one's the joke.
I think the one is the.
It's probably gotta be. Oh, not that one. Whoop. Oop.
Little Greg, that's not your funny joke. What was that, little Greg?
Little Greg really needs to figure out how this works.
Little
Wait,
Greg.
is this it? Here we go.
Little Greg, that's a nice one.
Is that little Greg's funny joke?
Little Greg, that is a funny joke.
Now
cute,
that's a joke that doesn't hurt anybody's feelings.
Nope.
It's like because it's like one of those eye tests.
Yeah, and then you would put your face in the baby's belly, and it'd probably be warm and soft.
Well, but except for it doesn't make sense.
And if you
because-
know the parents real well, maybe give it a little raspberry.
A little raz or two.
But the way that an eye test works is like you're supposed to stay the same distance.
Oh, that's true, but you'd want to read it.
Yeah, you're supposed to stay the same distance. You're also not supposed to motorboat a child.
Just
It's
a
like,
wildly
I-
inefficient shirt.
think how eye tests are supposed to work.
Little Greg, I still think that's a nice thing you brought, little Greg.
You ever go to the eye doctor and you're like wait, you have to wait. You have to
Mhm.
wait for your appointment, and then the eye doctor comes out and says, "Oh, come here, time to check the old eyes."
Mm-hmm.
And then they just shove a baby in your face.
All the time.
That's my
Usually at my eye doctor, the baby's hanging up on the wall.
favorite. Oh,
Looks like the last thing little Greg wanted to show us is he wanted us to meet his best friend.
best bud. What's his best bud's name?
This is Dennis.
I knew it was going to be a bunny.
Look at Dennis. Look at this boy.
Hi,
Dennis.
Dennis.
Look at that boy.
Little Greg, thanks for bringing Dennis with you. Bye, Dennis.
Bye,
little
Dennis.
Ah,
Greg.
Dennis. Is Dennis the movie Battlestar Earth starring John Travolta? Because those ears are a flop.
I just want to say that in the past, Lil Greg has only brought one picture,
Mhm.
and this week, Lil Greg brought two pictures.
Yeah, he brought Dennis with him, and it seemed a little invasive, honestly.
Yeah. Seems like Lil Greg's getting a little too big for his britches.
Yeah. I like
But
Dennis.
Taking
just
up a
really-
little bit more than a corner, if you're asking me.
Yeah,
Imagine Lil Greg wearing little britches.
that's nice.
Go!
Dennis
How
looked
would
like-
Lil Greg wear breeches? On the two back legs or on all four legs?
I'm a back legs.
Yeah, Lil Greg wears his
Yeah.
britches on his back legs.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a little curly tail popping out.
I mean, for the comedy aspect of it, there's no other answer. Back legs all the way.
The last thing in James's corner, it's getting into the heat of dance season.
Ooh, dance
Yeah.
season.
Yeah, if you have to go to a dance this year, you probably have a big dance coming up.
Yeah, I bet.
You have a big dance coming up?
Yeah, prom.
Yeah, everyone's got big dances coming up. So this is how to pick a nice date to the dance this year if you have a big dance coming up.
Okay.
This is James classic Hartenfeld 6-part list. All right, how to pick what I said before. Number 1, smell. You're going to be around this person for hours, so make sure they smell fine. Put in the legwork to track this person's smells. Number 2, stay.
Whoa, wait.
What?
What kind of legwork we talking to track smells?
No, just your basics.
Hit up their locker,
Yeah.
have a little gander at their toilet room.
Mm-hmm. Get in
Yeah,
the
you,
toilet.
you got to know their schedule, right? You got to know where you can track them so you can track said smells.
You gotta follow them around for a few days.
Yeah.
Into their home while they're away.
Mm-hmm.
Sniff their
Take
dresser,
care not to get caught.
sniff their closet.
Yep.
Yeah, if you can get hair follicle samples, I think that's optimal because you can derive so much more than just smells from those. Personally, that's what I think.
Honestly,
Mhm.
I'm gonna go ahead and say pick someone with light hair because that way you can pick their hair right off the pillow.
Or
Yeah.
And you can find it easy. Dark hair blends right into pillows.
and thin hair, so it's not trapping as much smells.
Yeah.
You got to get thick hair, dummy thick hair.
Number 2, stay hydrated. Number 3. Number 3 is have a conversation with them beforehand and listen carefully to their laugh. The date to the dance should be someone you enjoy making laugh instead of someone that you worry about making laugh.
Okay. So like maybe you're into like a cute little snort, and so you gotta find
And then
a little pig baby to
and
take to the
slow
dance.
down your talking before you get to the point where you're gonna make them laugh.
No deal. Can't do it.
I would just honestly, I mean, you could talk. Sure, that's one way that you can make someone laugh. I would just tickle them.
Oh, that's smart.
That's
Power
the
move.
Life hack to learn someone's laugh: just walk up to them, tickle them.
Just give them a little tickle.
It's a little Gucci goo.
Just a little ticky boo.
That way your audio isn't convoluting with the sound of the way they laugh.
Yeah,
Exactly.
well, 'cause obviously you want to record their laugh so you can go over it in post.
Yep,
Go to the tapes.
that's true. Yeah, you want to use Reaper for that. All right, number 4 is find out if they keep a food journal, and then if they do, steal it to find out how they eat. You might be eating with this person, so you want to see stuff in there you like to eat. You also want to make sure that they are healthy. A good date to the dance is a healthy date to the dance.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 5, ask for references. And number 6,
Wait, do you ask for references before you ask them out?
well, no, you could do the you could lump it. You're not going to ask them out until you contact the references. So you could say that like you're considering them asking them out.
I'm thinking about asking you to the prom. Give me some references.
Exactly. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, and like you're really not going to check the references unless you are seriously concerned. It's kind of like applying for a job. Like it's really more a formality to provide if you have the ability to provide said references. That's really all we're looking for here.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't know. I call every reference every time.
Same. Yeah. An email.
Call them up. Oh, hi, you're Gary's mom. Tell me about Gary.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Gary's mom is someone to talk to for sure.
What does he do on the couch at night?
Mm-hmm.
My
What kind of
trick,
movies does he like?
keep calling the references even after you've denied the person the job.
Yeah, call him every day.
Because it's always nice to have somebody to talk to.
It truly
It
is always nice to have somebody to talk to.
And I'm gunning for Gary's mom in this position. I think Gary's mom is a sweet, sweet human being who everyone should at least have the privilege of speaking with.
I agree.
Bates in the chat wants to know, does this method also work for sock hops, or is it only proms?
Oh, it's all big dances.
Big dances, under the sea dance.
So
Sometimes
not a hootenanny, not a hoedown. Won't work for those.
I think a hootenanny and a hoedown could be appropriate.
That depends. Are you dancing at that hootenanny? They don't call it a hootendancy.
Are you going to bring a date to the hootenanny?
What about a humdinger?
I think a
Ooh.
humdinger is different.
I don't know. Come on down to a humdinger.
Come on
I'm
down.
having a humdinger.
Okay.
We're going to have a humdinger.
Let me get my date. Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see it.
Make sure to ask someone out to bring to the humdinger.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Absolutely.
You could dance at a humdinger.
Mayday dances.
Get some guns, get some dates.
I have to
It's
wrap
a
this list up with the number 6 spot. And it's just ask them if they're a good date to the dance. If they say yes, you know that they're lying. And that's it.
Oh, what if they say no?
Then
Is there like follow-up questions?
they're probably saying no because they don't want to go out with you.
So if they say yes, you should not go out with them.
Uh-huh.
And if they say no, they don't want to go out with you.
Exactly. Because they're like, no, I'm not a good date to the dance. But that's just being polite and saying that I'm not interested in going out with you.
So is there like a middle ground answer, or is it just don't bring anyone to the dance?
No, you have to just sort through those. You just have to whack through those weeds
Oh
to
yeah.
find clarity. Yeah.
And also just make them love you.
And also that, yeah. That's how you know.
Just make them love you.
Just
That's how you know.
with a whole lot of whacking.
Mm-hmm.
That's how all dating works.
That's James's corner. Clean.
Oh, boy, clean.
Hell of a bumper.
Smooth outro.
Mhm.
Smooth outro.
Mhm.
The fist sounds make it sound like somebody's getting in a fight.
Yeah.
it's-
Yeah, it's like a real rumble going on.
Sometimes I pretend I can
corner.
do karate, but I can't.
Oh. Oh boy. Oh. Ben is
I think you scared Benjamin away
Oh.
with your karate moves.
James, you can't actually do karate, right? Benjamin doesn't need to be scared.
Yeah, Ben, it's fine. I can't do karate. Please, please come home. We miss you.
All right.
It's weird he disappears like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's got a bad connection.
Maybe he's got a
Total alpha move.
Maybe he's Mr. Gore.
Mr. Gore could definitely be behind Ben's bad internet.
Oh, ooh, Mr. Gore, did you invent the internet to get
What
you
did you
more
just say about the internet?
I said you invented it. And so
Got
it's your fault that Ben is in and out a little bit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Take 100% of the responsibility.
I just want to say this at this particular juncture, Mr. Vice President, it is not your fault.
Been waiting to hear somebody say that for 20 years.
It's actually my roommate's fault. I desperately need to use the bathroom, and I don't know what they're doing in there.
Oh boy.
So,
At that point, you just go where you are.
Yeah.
if I have to piss in a bottle, particularly a Nestle bottle for Al Gore, I'll do it. I'll take one for the team.
Take it for the team.
And then mail it back to the factory. That's what I do. You can save money if you save up a bunch of them and put them all in one big box.
The shipping cost is still high.
Nah.
I have very light urine.
Bottles full of low
I'm
density.
72 years old. These things happen.
It's just a gas.
All right, James, do you have a
Ship that piss.
ship that piss?
We could
Everybody's brand new favorite game show. Ship.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh boy, James, do you have some evidence that you want to put into?
I could present some evidence.
present
and
some
clear
evidence.
my name once.
Let's
and
head
for
down to
all.
Boy Court. Ooh, yeah, a vice president
pretty
weighing in on Boy Court.
this
Hand me that statue of Thanos. Why
This
don't you?
one's pretty scary because there's a president.
Boy Court is now in session.
There's a president
In the case of James Hardenfeld versus being a bad boy.
It has not been going well,
Yeah.
but I think this might be the.
There have been a
one.
lot of rulings that James Hardenfeld is in fact a bad boy. So what happens here is James tells a little story about
Yeah.
him as when he was a young boy.
Yeah.
And usually our answer is, oh, that's fucked up. You were oh boy, oh howdy boy.
There were some rough ones.
And the genesis of this bit was James told a story about how when he was a late teenager, he would get absolutely drunk out of his gall-dang skull brain.
Yeah.
Then he would head over to the Safeway, steal a couple of watermelons, and drop them off an overpass.
A
awesome.
noble profession.
Yeah.
You know, like a thing that could kill people.
Or a delicious surprise for somebody with a convertible.
I guess we have never really thought about the fact that it could be a
Mhm.
delicious surprise.
Some really made someone's night. I've been thinking about like origin stories.
Okay.
And this one's going back.
The origin of your bad self.
This might be bad boy origins.
That's great. Hopefully there's someone out there who's making like a comic book series of you being a real little shit.
So the first. Do you remember like the first time the first time you kiss when you're a kid? Well, for me, both of those kisses were not consensual. Is that the worst thing?
I don't think it's certainly not potentially killing a person level.
I remember being in like first grade and kissing a girl, and just being like, I didn't kiss you. Like,
Wait.
Was it on the lips or elsewhere?
It was on the lips. It was like I just got in her mug.
So you just with
I didn't kiss you.
And then immediately gaslit her.
Immediately said that.
Here you go. No, I didn't.
Exactly.
With the aggression of one who steals watermelons and drops them from an overpass, you just grabbed her head and went in for it.
Yeah.
You stole her head like a watermelon to an overpass.
Oh God, I think about that all the time.
This is
It's
a good
to
point
get that off
from
my
Tiger
shoulders.
Bates. Gaslighting as a first grader is pretty damn advanced.
Yeah.
Honestly, you were ahead. You were ahead of the curve.
That sounds like
an absolutely trash man.
In high school, they sent you directly to Gaslighting 102. You got to skip Gaslighting 101.
got some junior college credits. That's impressive.
They carry over.
Yeah.
And absolutely
right.
Yeah, that is a strong bad boy.
I mean, I think about it with like the worst in the worst way. I mean, you walk around with that. Doesn't feel good. And then the second time,
Well, I mean, it is a good sign that it doesn't feel good.
right? Yeah,
That's something.
Yeah, that's origins. That's origins.
Oh man.
And then in 5th grade, a girl was gonna kiss me on the cheek, and then I told my friend, I was like, "Watch this." And I turned, so she kissed me on the face.
That's a classic.
In the mouth.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
A little. Oh, there you go.
Bingo.
That's like from a movie from the 60s.
Yeah. But I think that one, they both feel bad, but that one doesn't feel as bad as the first one. And that's the evidence that I'm presenting today for Boy Court.
Well, yeah, still a bad boy.
All
honestly.
right.
Still a real bad boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh man. Oh no. Oh boy. Oh man.
My conscience feels cleaner.
Internet confession.
Well, that's something.
No crowd vote.
Go say 2 Hail Marys and 1 Our Father.
It's good to say it instead of.
Oh, Al Gore, are you a minister?
You tell me.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yep.
I don't think we need anything else on that.
Mm-mm. That's facts. That's facts.
Well,
I mean, guys, have you seen these charts?
do you wanna go ahead and?
We need to get poggers.
Yeah, let's
For one thing.
Let's roll into our. Let's head into a big finish. We'll see if we get Ben back, and if not, it was great having him. Here comes Ben. Okay, this is gonna be it. We're gonna do it all together, right?
Is
it
poggers?
Yeah.
Shit.
Wait, no.
That piss.
Wait. Mr. Gore, you didn't do it with it. You got to say it out loud.
I didn't join it.
It.
Poggers.
Ship the piss.
Ship the piss.
Ship the piss, baby. ship the piss. Okay, let's get some Mr. Gore, do you have any things you wanna find out if it's poggers or not?
Climate change.
Climate change. I'm gonna go ahead and say right off the bat, very unpoggers.
Yes, in itself, very unpoggers.
Not poggers.
Yeah. Mhm.
Stop it. Stop changing climate.
Yep.
Hey, climate. Stop it.
Pump
Would
those
you?
brakes.
Slow it down.
Mhm.
Back off.
Climate, if I have to come back there, so help me God.
I will turn this climate around.
That is poggers.
Yeah,
That's where
turning the
it's-
climate around.
Right.
Oh,
That's
wait.
a
What's
beat
that,
we can all dance to.
what's that disco song? Turn the climate around. That's in climate. Turn it upside down.
Yep.
We're talking about the climate. Right?
And
You
that
are
is-
correct.
and
That was
is
very
poggers.
poggers.
Let's get some suggestions in the chat. Just throw a noun of some sort, person, place, thing. Maybe verb. It could be a verb.
Oh, okay. To the Isles bringing up a great current event. That was
Let's
so
see.
crazy.
Burger King UK starting a tweet with women belong in the kitchen on International Women's Day. I did see that. I think somebody got very fired.
Yeah. You have to.
There's been an update. We hear you. We got our initial tweet wrong, and we're sorry. Our aim was to draw attention to the fact that blah, 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 blah. We're sorry.
Oh, Benjamin Tier back in the house.
Hit him with the bumper.
Oh yeah, I gotta do the poggers bump. Welcome back to our everyone's favorite game show. You have to do it with us too now, Benjamin.
Is it poggers?
That's everybody's favorite. We didn't Burger King's tweet about women belong in the kitchen. Not poggers. Hey, stop
Very
it.
not
Hey,
poggers.
Burger King.
Absolutely not.
What? Why? What? How? What? Why?
I
What?
also love how that was from Burger King UK on a day where everyone is very not happy with the UK. And given the things that the United Kingdom has done throughout history, for them to like reach a new low is honestly kind of impressive.
It is. You know what? I'm gonna give it poggers just because I'm impressed that
The
they.
sheer depths that they've
It's
sunk
I'm
to.
not even angry. That's amazing.
That tweet blipped on nobody's radar before they sent it.
Yes, James, compared to the history of colonialism, you're a pretty good dude.
Yeah. Everything's coming up hard and fast.
Let's see. Kate to the Owl, WandaVision. Haven't watched it. Don't know. Heard it's pretty poggers.
I hear it's pretty unpoggers.
Oh. Ooh,
Yeah.
two sides of a coin.
But I only follow unpogger Twitter accounts.
Have either of you watched WandaVision? Al Gore, have you been watching the WandaVision?
I'm way down with the wand. It's a nice little show. I mean, just look at these charts.
I think that's a pretty good review.
Mm-hmm.
Ben, have you watched WandaVision?
I don't have any charts, but I also haven't watched WandaVision. And I get asked all the time, which naturally doesn't make me any more curious.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fair.
I'm not gonna watch it.
Ben,
I'm just not.
Ben, is there anything that you want to know if it's poggers or not?
Honestly, I've just been thinking about these charts.
Okay.
Oh, you mean these charts?
Let's get a close look at those charts.
Yeah,
I mean, you can see here, very low.
That's
Not what you
low.
want to see in your chart.
and then it
Under
mostly
five.
keeps going up.
Yeah.
But then, exponentially almost, little dip right here,
Yep.
and then it's all the way up.
Little sweat there in the middle, right there, huh? Had you sweating for a second,
Yeah.
probably.
Wee bit of
Yeah.
a dip, yeah.
And that's what these charts are all about.
Yeah, I
These-
think those
these
charts are
charts.
poggers.
Accurate.
And then you want to see the red. I mean,
Oh man, look at all that red.
just so much red on this map here.
Unbelievable. I
So you
can't
want
really
to see the blue. Almost no blue.
Yeah.
A little bit of blue down here.
That looks more like a gray to me, honestly.
Yeah, that is a gray zone for sure.
The deep yellows
Don't
are
trust
alarming.
that.
The deep
Yeah, but
yellows are alarming.
The color yellow.
Mm-mm.
What's the deal with the color yellow? Why is it?
What's the
Not
deal
hard.
with the color yellow?
Let's talk about that for the next 39 minutes, shall we?
Not poggers.
What the fuck is the deal with the color yellow?
Does the color yellow deserve to be one of the 3 primary colors?
I don't think so. Even on the computer, they got like magenta, they got cyan. Those are interesting colors.
Mhm.
Yellow still.
I mean, even the Fucktopus is mostly gold. It's not. He's not yellow at all. So
You're goddamn right.
I'm gonna base my decisions from here on out on what I think the Fucktopus would say.
Let's talk about some other gripes real quick. Because Is It Poggers is a perfect time to talk about gripes.
It's a
Yeah.
gripe. It's a gripe.
You know what isn't
game
Poggers?
What's that?
Time zones.
Thank you.
Fucking
I mean, all over the map you got time zones.
yeah, sure. Let's get real close. Let's talk about where are the time zones on there.
All right, so they're not on the map, but I pretty much remember where they are. So I'll just draw them here with this pen. So I think you got like one here, and then there's like maybe one here, and then like one here.
Sure. Okay.
Well, yeah. There's the east, and then there's the west, and then there's. It doesn't matter, but there's
Two
the
in the
east,
middle.
and then there's the west, and yeah,
There's 3 time zones.
something
But it's
like
all-
that.
there's all
In the
one
world.
but there's all one time.
Yeah,
Oh.
we only have
Oh,
one
let's talk
sun.
about that. There
Time
is all
zone.
one time.
There is all one time.
Bro.
Time zone makes it sound a lot cooler than what it actually is.
The time zone.
Welcome to the time zone. I'm Sandman,
Voila.
and this is TikTok. Welcome to the time zone with TikTok and Sandman. We're talking to our guest, Benjamin Tier. How do you feel about time, Mr. Tier?
I think time is an illusion, but if we're gonna follow it, it's obviously gonna be based on the sun and the Earth's orbit of it and rotations. And we don't need time zones, to be perfectly frank and honest. And you might wonder, okay, well, like, how would that work? Like, everyone has to coordinate based off of a time, and so we already have a neutral central time, and that's Greenwich Mean Time. And then you might get upset and say, well, that's based off of the UK. And today is a great day to be upset about that, obviously. We could move it to a different time zone and just have that be the 0 hour. And then everyone on Earth, since we're all connected, can just be on the same time all times a day. And then you might say, well, I might have to be at work at 3 in the morning because that's when the sun's up. To which I say, yeah, that's when the sun's up. Get used to it. On the West Coast, sometimes the sun is up at 10 p.m. And also sometimes the sun goes down at 4 p.m. It's a 6-hour difference. If you can adjust to that, you can adjust to having a standardized time. I don't think it's that hard. And I say this as someone who is viewed as a master genius, wizardly mathematician by all of my friends and family on the East Coast, because sometimes I can add and subtract 3 hours, which they are apparently incapable of. I will receive messages that say, hey, buddy, I don't know what time it is there, but like, you don't know what time it is here? I would assume that you don't know what time it is where you are, because that is the only logical explanation that you cannot add or subtract 3. So get rid of time zones. That's the solution.
Hell yeah.
Hey, 3's tricky.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It is
And I
an
just
odd
really-
number.
I just really quick want to say, yeah, let's move the prime meridian
Mhm.
to Gary, Indiana.
Oh, I love Indiana.
Yeah. Let's
Who
do
doesn't
it.
like Indiana? There's
Like you.
corn.
Gary, Indiana.
Gary, Indiana. Gary, Indiana. Gary, Indiana.
That's where it
Let
all
me say
started.
it once again.
What do you think
to
about
show
time zones, Al Gore?
Fuck them.
Hell yeah.
Perfect. Time zones, very unpoggers. I think that's gonna bring us in a nice steamy hot one.
Put a bow on it.
A nice pickled popper.
Tried a new format today.
A nice punky chunky.
It was a good soup.
A little saucy time.
It was a gravy soup.
Ooh, we had boy howdy was this a gravy of a show.
Mm-hmm.
We did one whole gravy.
It was a gravy boat.
The humdinger you could dance at.
It was a sock hop to remember.
Absolutely.
Just a spectacular series of tubes.
I wanna thank Benjamin Tier for joining us today.
Thank you.
I want to thank Vice President Al Gore for joining us today. I want to thank everyone in the chat for joining us today.
Heck yes.
Thank you. Good job being here.
I'm not a sociopath.
Be good.
Okay.
Job here.
James, you are better than the history of colonialism. I think if we've established nothing else, it's absolutely that.
James is 100% better than colonialism as a whole. And I just want to say to all you in the chat, go ahead and pour hot tea all over your legs and feet.
And I'd just like to start the show. Let's start the show.
We're going to
Start the show.
We're starting the show.
When you start the show, I'll say